It is time that, for once and for all, we're going to figure out which Eurovision year is better, 2022 or 2023. Well, based according to my taste, but that's the only one that matters, right? So, let the Eurovision battle begin! Let's talk Eurovision. Hey everyone, Matt, ESC United. I am here bringing you my infamous video, and by infamous, I probably should call it non-famous video, but I'll do it every time, every year, comparing the 22 year to the 23 year, which year is better. Now, the way we do it here is obviously subjective and, you know, not the best way to measure it. There are more accurate ways to do it, but I look at the songs from a country, the 2002 effort to the 23 effort, and then I'll share with you my favorite, and then we'll add up the score, and at the end we have the better year. Again, not always the best way to do it, but it's fun, and I encourage you to do the same here. Let's do this together. Let's go for one country at a time. So I'm ready. By the way, I brought up a timer that I'm keeping track of because I tend to ramble and digress at times. I give myself 30 seconds for each entry so I don't just have a 40-minute long video. So let's jump right into it. First country up is Albania, and I will say that Ronella she is my queen, and I don't use that term lightly. I don't overuse it. It's rare, but she is one. It is what it is. And Familja something, Albina and her family, heartwarming, and it's so touching. I'm so glad they get to perform at Eurovision together. But yeah, I'm going with 2022 on this one. That's just how I feel. Okay, next up is Romania, and Urs brought back Romania for the first time to the grand final in several years. It felt so good. I was so happy for them. And then this year we have DGT's. No, DGT is the name of the song, and I do like the song, and here's the thing, it comes down to personal preference. Two very different styles. You gravitate towards one more than the other. In this case, I'm gravitating towards 23, personal taste. So 23 gets my vote here. Armenia. I mean, Rosalind, she definitely has proven to everyone that you don't have to win Eurovision or do particularly well in order to succeed. I mean, she went viral. What a success. It was wonderful to watch. This year, they have a little bit more of a dramatic effort in there, and which is very interesting to watch, but I haven't seen the final package yet. I feel like I need that to completely judge it. Therefore, I'm still stuck in 22. Therefore, Snap gets my vote. Okay, I'm doing good on time. Croatia. Here's the thing, Mia song was a little bit of a guilty pleasure, I guess, for me last year. I'm not sure if that's even the right term. It was a little bit on the safe side because it didn't stand out like a lot for people to vote for it. Plus the staging was a little bit disappointing. And I don't hate this year's effort. I know it's very polarizing. A lot of people do not appreciate it. I like certain parts about it. But I think Mia's song is a little bit more cohesive, therefore 22. Once again, it's getting my vote, and I'm surprised they're giving so many points to 22 already. Spain. Well, two good songs. I mean, you cannot argue, right? Which song is better? We have Chanel, one of the best. I'm still haven't recovered yet. I'm still exhausted watching that performance. It was perfection. One of the best visuals I've seen in many years at Eurovision. The energy, But Blanca's voice and her interpretation of the song is just out of this world. And the staging we've seen looks pretty good as well. They're going to probably elaborate in Turin, but Chanel is just so good. So I gotta pick 22 still. But still fantastic, Blanca. That was 30 seconds. I should have given myself more time. Azerbaijan. So last year, the televoters destroyed that one. I'm glad the juries gave it a little bit, and then the combined results was a fair outcome. It wasn't that bad of a song. This year, home turf song, and I like that very much. And even though it is a little bit disjointed at times, it's a little bit less fabricated and real, and I will give him the nudge just for that reason alone. 23 gets my vote, Azerbaijan. Switzerland. I was surprised actually they sent another ballot this year after last year's situation. I thought they're going to switch it up a little, but no, they want to stick with this. I thought that 0 Point was a little harsh from the televoters. It was better than that, but I see why it didn't work for them. This year is certainly a lot more a grand composition, great voice, and just I think a better song overall. So 23 is getting my vote here. I think it's going to do better than a lot of people think. San Marino. both songs, I don't think either of them will set the scoreboard on fire, and neither of them, same applies to my playlist. Last year was everything, not just the kitchen sink, but the refrigerator and the stove was thrown on stage. It was a little much. This year, of course, we haven't seen the staging yet, but I think the song's a little bit more cohesive and a little less too much. So I will go with 23 on this one. We haven't heard the final product either yet. But it's not like I feel strong either way. But yeah, I gotta vote for somebody. Ireland. Oh, Brooke. I loved Brooke. I loved her energy, and I loved her as an artist and her appreciation for the contest and the opportunity. The song wasn't for me. The song just wasn't for me. And while this song is also fairly outdated this year, We All Won, I will say that it's a little bit of an anthem. And even though it is outdated, it's sing-along material, and it's just more pleasant to my ears. So once again, 23 Ireland. I'm still hoping in 24 you can beat 23. That's what I'm hoping. All right, Slovenia. Oh, I had to think about last year's song because I forgot about it for a reason, right? It just wasn't memorable. There's a reason it came last in the semis. Nice boys, but just wasn't impactful enough. This year, on the other hand, it's a great song. There's a reason why people are talking about it. So this is more like obvious choice. 23 is getting my vote. And that's it. Okay, next up, Latvia. Oh, I think enough time has passed, so I feel more comfortable talking about it without getting ripped apart. Eat your salad. I didn't do a full ranking, I never do. But it was probably further down on my ranking, one of the lowest ones. The song angered me in so many different ways. I still didn't want to leave the impression that I don't want to root for them, because I root for everyone. But it just wasn't for me. This year, it's certainly an improvement. And I do like the chorus very much, and I like the feel of the song. Therefore, 23 gets my vote. Where's my list? Estonia. Stefan. Nice song. This staging, you can say a little naked. I mean, not Stefan, although some of you would have hoped for that. No, I'm talking about metaphorically. The staging could have maybe a little bit more interesting, but it was still a good song. And Alika herself, she has a great voice, and it's a well-composed song, but I just cannot click with it emotionally. Stefan, I was more enjoyable, so 22 gets my vote. 30 seconds. Netherlands. Okay, so Estine sending Dutch to the contest was alone enough for me to give her the point. But even the song, of course, it was nice. I liked the staging. Some people didn't, but I enjoyed it. And this year, even though it was written by Duncan Lawrence, it certainly does not have the same impact as Arcade. And it fails to grab me as well. So 2022 is getting my vote. I have no idea what the score is. I only talk, and I'll see that afterwards. So whatever. France. Oh, full in. I'm still not talking to anyone in Europe for not giving France more points. I love that song to pieces. Second to last is a crime, and it should be illegal. I love it, and I knew it would be hard to beat it, but then comes along Zarra putting another great effort forward. Took a couple of listens for me to get really into it, but now it's like, yeah, it's a really good song. But it's not full in, and I will not turn my back on them. So 22 is getting my vote. Australia. Oh, Sheldon Reiley. I was rooting for Sheldon Reiley over Voyager last year. I just liked his song better. But I can now say Voyager coming back with an internal selection. I do like Promise better than Sheldon Reiley's effort. So they kind of beat each other. So I kind of spoiled it already. Obviously, 2023 is getting my vote. And I cannot wait to see that band in... Where are we going? Liverpool. It's just hard. Ukraine. Oh, well, Stefania, Kalush Orchestra, one of my favorites last year as well. I knew that doesn't matter what they said, it would be hard to beat. But I will say, here comes Tvorchi with a song that really, really came together like during the revamp version that I saw. Now it's a really good song, but it's not Stefania. It was virtually impossible. So yeah, 22 is getting my vote on this one. But still, two good choices, Ukraine. Greece. Oh man, Amanda last year, how beautiful was that staging, and I just got goosebumps, and I was so happy for Greece putting forward such a great song. The televoters were not kind enough, I should say. This year, I will also say though that I think Victor is his name, right? The song is a little bit too ignored. Yeah, it's not in your face, but it is a nice middle of the road song, and I hope it's gonna make it to the finals. It is not as strong as last year's effort though, and outstanding, so 22 is still getting my vote, but I like them both. Poland. Oh, Achman. We're Not Worthy. I love that song. I still do. And I don't care what you all say about the staging. It was too dramatic. Don't think so. The more lightning, the better. And Blanca is probably my guilty pleasure of the year. It's not something I would reward with a lot of points, only because it's the simplicity about the song bothers me a little, but it's sweet and cute. But it's not River. It's not River. So 22. Take the point and run with it. Moldova. Oh, that was the biggest surprise to a lot of people when they brought in this new revamp version and the energy. I've never seen so many people get up and dance. It was magic, and I will talk about this in 10 years from now. It was hard to beat, but Pasha brought forward another great effort for Moldova, and it's going to look amazing. Amazing. I'm not ready to let go of 22, though. So, therefore, that is getting my personal point. There you go. Enjoy. Czechia. Oh, We Are Domi and Vesna, not cool. It's just so nice to see actually Czechia being consistent in quality for the most part. It comes down to personal taste on this one. Both great bands, two great songs. But musically, I just gravitate more towards We Are Domi. It's just my kind of music. So I will give it a 22, but that's not, no shade towards 23. My Sister's Crown is great as well, but that's my ranking. Denmark. This 30 seconds stupid idea. Denmark. Oh, Ready. I kind of liked Ready. I was in my personal top 10 in that semi. But I wasn't shocked or too upset it didn't qualify. Reiley's song, I probably would be more upset if it didn't qualify. So I think it's just a better song overall. And it's kind of like a happy song. We need happy music. So I will give the point to 23 for Denmark. Lithuania. So we had Monica from 2022. Wait, oh, we have two Monicas. I didn't realize that. Okay, I don't have time to... So we have 22 version Monica. She had this beautiful 70s look. I love that, and I love the song. And 23, what I appreciate the most is like the whole feel with the backup vocalist and the full sound that comes along. So I will vote for Monica. You pick which one. No, okay, I will... 2000... I got 3 seconds. 2022, but I like them both. But 2022 is probably a little more exciting to me. Israel. Oh, Mikhail last year, what a great singer. If it wasn't for him, the song would have been worse, I think. He really made it. Great dancer, great singer. I know he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way with his behavior in Turin, so that always leaves a little bit of a bad aftertaste. Noah Kirel, she's just a star. You just look at her and like, she's a star. And the song, it just works. Right, it just comes together. So 23, that's the one for me. Take the point and shut up. Portugal. Oh, I don't know, I'm running out of time. So I got a lot of hate and heat for, being a little bit lukewarm on Saudade, even though she won me over in the end. Mimi Cat, from the first listen, it just gets better and better. And then I saw the staging and everything. Now it's just like, Mimi Cat, take my point, 2023. Love it. Okay, Iceland. Sisters last year wasn't on my radar either initially, but then I saw the rehearsals and I was like, oh, I get it. It's just that nice breath of fresh air that we needed between all that craziness, and big staging was just a warm, nice song, and it really won me over. And Power is one of the songs I keep forgetting about. Doesn't make it a bad song. It just doesn't do much for me. So it is 22 for me on this one. For Iceland. Italy. Oh, you know what's really interesting? Brividi with Mahmood and Blanco. I really like that song. I was probably in the top 10 in my pre-contest. It didn't have the longevity and staying power because I don't think I've listened to it once since Eurovision came to a close. So I think that kind of hurts it almost, that year that has passed. With Marco's song, I'm still fresh and excited, and I kind of switched to Marco, and therefore I got to give him the point. So 23 is getting my vote, but I still like Brividi. I just maybe need more time to get back into it. Time's up. Georgia. Oh, last year, Circus Mircus, I knew it wouldn't qualify, but I wanted it through. And I knew what's going to happen. It's a little much. I get it, why people would hate it. This year, Eero, despite the very questionable English, it's still a good song, right? So I love that Georgia sends always experimental music. Based on my taste, 22 is still ahead in the race. So 22, take my point. Austria. Okay, we had Halo last year. Love the Zarra, you know, a little bit throwback era. Vocally, man, it was the biggest collapse of the year, I think. The whole thing, unfortunately, the big light effect did not help. Oh, it wasn't enough to make up for it, I should say. And this year is so weird, but good weird. And I love the experimental and daring choice that Austria's doing. And it's working. A lot of people love it. And I'll give it also the nudge. 23 is getting my vote. Belgium. Oh, Jeremy. Can I say one thing? I don't have much time, but in your face. In your face. I'm kidding, of course. I was just so happy that Belgium qualified last year because not a lot of people were excited about it except for me, even though the staging was a little, yeah. This year, Gustaph, I just like him a whole lot. The song's fine in my book. Certainly not the most current or outstanding piece. And since I loved Jeremy so much last year, he will get my point. So 2022. Who's next? Finland. Finland. Oh, okay. So I love the Rasmus, even better than in the national final. I love that they used yellow as their main color. It looked so great. I don't care. The staging was not too busy. I love the creepy balloon moment. I just loved the staging. It really made me like the song even more. Cha-cha-cha. I mean, I think it's illegal to pick Rasmus over cha-cha-cha in this case, so I will go with 10 to 23. No, I'm kidding. Of course, I love that song. So 23, take my point. But they're both good, Finland. I love both. United Kingdom, Sam Ryder. Last year, I mean, there's a reason he came second. I'm so glad that he brought back the UK to the contest. What an amazing song. What an amazing performer. What an amazing experience. Mae Muller, you know, big... God, it's going to be tough for her to follow that act, but she has a great, catchy song. I can't get enough of it. I keep dancing throughout the house when I clean. And she may beat Sam Ryder, maybe in the future, but for now, I'm sticking with my Spaceman. 22 is getting my point. Germany. I love Malik Harris. I'm just going so fast. Malik, I think, had a great new single that came out, and I wish he would have sent that to Eurovision. Rockstars. Not working for me, unfortunately, even though as much as I love the staging, it wasn't right. Lord of the Lost. Huge difference. I gotta go with Lord of the Lost. It is just so good. 23 is getting my point here as well. Okay, Malta. Malta. Oh no, why did they change the song last year? So many people were mad. Not that it would have made a big difference anyways. The song I didn't hate as many people, but I am what I am, right? But the staging and the whole performance was not good. And I love the busker. Hey, wait. So 23, take it from me. Nicely done. Do I have that much time? I'm lost track. Oh gosh, I'm trying so hard to stay on the tracker here. Who's next? Norway. Norway. Oh, you know what? With Subwoofer is interesting. I always liked the song, enjoyed it. It was not like a contender for my top rankings. But I would say post Eurovision, it's one of the most listened songs for me. It just stuck with me, and I'm like it better now than I did a year ago. And we talking Alessandra, Queen of Kings still. That song, I liked it from the first listen. It doesn't get old, and I love it a lot. So, Norway, 2 good songs, but 23 is getting my vote. Serbia. So, you had 2 amazing efforts, and I piss off people regardless whichever I pick. Let me just say they're both great. Constructor, really, she just blew up the scoreboard, you know, and Luke Black has the same potential to do that. And it just comes down to music taste. One song I really listened to a lot in the studio version, while the other one, so far, I've really enjoyed the visuals and the feel of the song. So I'll pick the song that is high on my playlist, and that is 2023 Luke Black. But both songs are good. Don't get mad at me. I have to pick one. Cyprus. Oh, Andromache. Oh, poor girl. Nice song. I enjoyed it very much. It just, the staging, it didn't feel right. The feel didn't come across. And it's unfortunate. I still like the song. And Andrew's song, you can make a case it's maybe like a standard pop song, but for some reason it works for me every once in a while. Those songs pass me by, but I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. So 23 is getting my vote. Sweden. Oh, all right. What's her name? Cornelia Jacobs. Cornelia Jacobs, I like the song. And I wasn't quite as crazy about it as others, you know, saying she may win and all that stuff. It was a nice song and enough, but, you know, it came 6th in Televote for a reason. That's still good, but not as high as people thought. Lorraine is Lorraine. She is just in the league on her own as an artist. She's so unique. The song is strong, and it's getting better and better with every listen. So this is a fairly easy one for me as well. 23. Take my point. And I think I'm done. Let's count up. Okay, math, don't fail me now, but I think we have 17 points for 2022 and 20 points for 2023, which means, as I thought, 23 wins the duel, the battle for me here, although I will say I expect it to be a much larger margin. It was pretty close. I thought it would be more like a 23-25 kind of score. So maybe 22 wasn't as bad overall. As said, this is not always the best, most efficient way to rank a year. It's just for fun. But yeah, 23, congratulations. You already raised the bar, and I couldn't be happier. I'm sure some of you have different thoughts and opinions, and that is fine as long as you're respectful. If you're disrespectful and rude, your comments will get deleted because we're here to be enjoy the contest and all participants. Am I right? Am I right? Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. I cannot wait to see. You don't have to list them all individually if you don't want to. Give me your scores, and I will see you in the next video.